Hello, and thanks for joining me for Date Night with doTERRA. Today we're going to learn a little bit about essential oils and how to incorporate them into your lifestyle. A little bit about me first. My name is Natalie, and I am a user of doTERRA products for about 3 years now. I was actually introduced to them when my cousin in California had a baby, and she was raving about how wonderful they were, not only because they were all natural, but because they were doing great things like helping to soothe and calm her colicky baby. So for one Christmas, she actually sent me a starter introduction kit with 3 oils, and I really fell in love with them. And ever since, I was experimenting with doing some DIY things, creating my own soaps and bath bombs and stuff like that, and actually even went on Amazon and purchased some non-doTERRA oils and quickly learned that they just are pale in comparison to the quality of doTERRA's. So a little bit about what we're going to be doing tonight. I'm going to be telling you about some of the most popular oils and the ones that I really enjoy, ways to use them, and what makes them different from just other essential oils that you could pick up. Okay, so first I want to go over what essential oils are, and basically, they're natural aromatic compounds. They thrive in nature. We extract them from their natural elements, and we use them for their therapeutic benefits. Now I have a little video that'll really talk about what's so great about doTERRA in general.
Essential oils are both exciting and promising when it comes to taking care of your own and your family's health. Whether you're applying essential oils topically, enjoying the aromatic benefits through diffusion, or taking essential oils internally, the positive healthful effects of essential oils are boundless. That's why you want to ensure that essential oils you are using are capable of delivering on their promise. You want to make sure that you are choosing essential oils for their potency and their purity. A lot goes into making sure that essential oils are both potent and pure. Potency starts with the plant itself. The same species of plant when grown in different environments will vary in composition. When plants are grown in optimal soil, temperature, and climate, they produce a higher quality essential oil, just as nature intended. But that's only half of the equation. Purity plays a major role as well. Many essential oils available to purchase are not certified pure. Often they contain synthetic fillers or other elements that dilute and alter the purity. This diminishes the healthful qualities of the oil. doTERRA is committed to providing the purest, most potent essential oils possible. We employ a global network of farmers who know intimately the process of growing plants for essential oils. They ensure the plant is taken care of properly and harvested at the proper stage. doTERRA has also perfectly melded modern advances in testing procedures to ensure the purity and efficacy of each essential oil. Every doTERRA essential oil is put through the highest standard of rigorous and thorough testing. This testing protocol, CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, sets the bar for quality, purity, efficacy, and consistency. When an essential oil is deemed worthy to be sold as a doTERRA essential oil, you'll know that it has the highest quantity of active, beneficial constituents and that it is free of contaminants and adulterations. Because at doTERRA, we know the same care and attention, as well as the same commitment to only provide the very best, is not unique to us. They're the same qualities you employ when taking care of those you love the most.
Okay, so that sort of breaks down why doTERRA is actually worth it, because you know what you're getting, and you really want to get the best, especially if you're going to be using it for yourself, with your family, etc. Okay. So how do you actually use these oils? There are 3 ways to use them. Aromatically is probably the most familiar, whether it just means adding a drop to a cotton ball or directly to your hand and inhaling it, or actually putting it in a diffuser. And there are tons of different diffusers out there. doTERRA does sell 2 that I love. There's the petal diffuser, which actually uses water, and it creates a mist. And then there's also diffusers such as the cloud diffuser, which you actually screw in an entire bottle, and it uses the pure oils. Both are fantastic. The cloud diffuser lasts a little bit longer and has a few more settings, whereas the petal diffuser has basically 3 settings, and you do have to refill it with water after your setting is over. Topically is also another really great way to utilize the oils, and if you're like me and have a lot of allergies, I find that I have started making all of my topical ointments, my lotions, my skincare, my soaps. And what's great is a lot of the oils are also allowed to be applied neat, meaning they're not too hot, that you need a carrier oil. However, you're always welcome to add a carrier oil, and if unsure, start with the carrier oil, and then you can always work your way up. Internally is you can actually ingest them, and this might be most familiar to you with like the lemon essential oil, because you can actually put it in your water and drink it. You can add it under the tongue. You can use it in cooking. But there are also a lot of internal options for wellness that you might not necessarily want to taste the oil, but you want to get its beneficial properties. So you could put it into capsules and swallow it. I've also shown a couple different icons so that you have an understanding of how to use the oils. When you get the bottle, you'll see these A, T, I, N, S, or D circles on the bottle, and this will tell you if the oils should be used in a particular way and whether or not you should dilute it, and if it's known to be a little bit more harsh, so that if you do have sensitive skin, you definitely want to dilute it maybe more than usual. Okay, so we're going to start getting into some of the oils that I love, and I briefly mentioned lemon, but this is probably one of the most familiar and the most popular essential oils. It's got so many uses. Think of all of the things that you've done with lemon or that you've encountered with a lemon fragrance. It's great for cleaning products. It's perfect for adding to foods, whether you just put it in your water so that you don't have such a bland water that you drink, because we have to consume so much water a day. I use it in cooking all the time. It's just a great option, and you can also pair it nicely with lots of other oils. So a couple of my favorite uses for lemon, I like to clean with natural products. So I simply add vinegar, some water, and lemon essential oil, and I use it to wipe down the faucets. I have chrome faucets and my glass surfaces, and it doesn't streak. It creates a much nicer smell than just the straight vinegar alone, and it's got that fresh scent so that when you walk into the bathroom, you're like, oh, this is great, it's been cleaned. I also like to try to do new recipes, and I made strawberry scones with a strawberry compote, but I thought it was a little bit too much strawberry, and I wanted to give it a little kick, something that was a little bit different that offset the sweetness of the strawberries. So I actually added lemon essential oil to the compote so that there was kind of a little bit of a tang with the compote. Turned out really great. So usually when you think of lemon, there are also other common oils, and I call it the oil trifecta, not only because they come in kits together and they're the most popular, but also they work together really well. Lavender, lemon, and peppermint, they each have their own beneficial properties, but personally for me, when I use them together, they're fantastic because they really help ease some of my hay fever and allergy issues. And what's great is that doTERRA has recognized their beneficial properties as a team and has even pre-packaged them into these Tri-Ease soft gel tablets so that you can consume them and who knows, maybe not need to take that Benadryl that evening or, that sort of thing. The other great thing about these oils is that all of them are really, really great to be used in food, topically, and aromatically. I love lavender in everything. I like lavender ice cream. I like lavender bath salts. Lavender is kind of my go-to oil, but not everybody loves lavender. It does have that florally scent. Not everyone is into it. Peppermint, however, a lot of people are very familiar with that fresh minty fragrance and taste. It is a little bit more spicy, warming sensation. So I would say, use the carrier oil if you are going to apply it topically. And it does have that cooling effect. So it's also very popular in a lot of the oils that are also meant to like ease your soreness and that sort of stuff. So these are the three very popular and most easily to use oils. Another oil that I love that is actually a blend is On Guard. And it's another one of those oils that you can use all three ways. What I really love about it is sometimes I don't have the time to make every single product. And On Guard has a great selection of pre-made products. You can get On Guard toothpaste, laundry detergent, a concentrated cleaner, all of these options, in addition to the essential oil, which you can also use topically or ingest it. And then it's also part of a lot of our vitamin kits. Another really cool thing is that they also come in protective throat drops, much like cough drops, and beadlets, which are the oil is already infused into these kind of like little tiny bead suckers. So it's a great way to get that immune boost without having to work too hard if you're not into the DIY thing. It also smells great. I like to say it smells like Christmas. The wild orange gives a nice sort of uplifting, fruity scent to sort of combat the spiciness of the clove and cinnamon and the plant qualities of the rosemary. And then, eucalyptus is really great with breathing. It really helps open up your breathing. And when you put them all together, it's got such a pleasant aroma. And as you can see, it's used for a lot of things. So the fact that it's in not only your cleaning products, things that you consume, but also the essential oil, you can really tell that this is a great, great essential oil to have on hand to cover tons of your wellness needs. So here's a couple suggestions. I like to diffuse it, and I diffuse it in a couple of ways. I can put it in my actual diffuser. I can use it to clean, which means I'm inhaling those fragrances as I'm cleaning. But I can also put it in, this is one of my favorites, a hand spray. So it's almost like, walking around with a hand sanitizer, but I don't like hand sanitizers because I don't want to kill every bacteria, and the alcohol that's in those hand sanitizers dries out my hands. So what I do is I add a couple drops of On Guard with some coconut oil, maybe even some vitamin E if I want to, into a bottle with some water, a squirt bottle, and then I carry it with me in my purse. And anytime that I, need to wash off my hands, or if I've just gone into a public restroom and they ran out of soap and I need something temporarily, or I've gone to the playground, I use this on my hands. Okay, so that was a blend, and I want to talk a little bit about what to do with blends. What's great is that if you're not really well versed in essential oils yet and you're not sure which oils would complement one another and what to do with them in terms of their wellness benefits, doTERRA has a fantastic line of blends that are easy because they're already together in the proper amounts so they smell and feel fantastic. And they're also really great as massage oils and aromatherapy. So the first one that I want to talk about is my go-to blend. Because I said lavender is my favorite, easiest, the one I have on hand all the time, Serenity uses lavender along with some other fragrances, some other essential oils to really create a calming blend. And because I have a new baby and I feel like my life is really hectic, I actually use Serenity as a perfume. I add it to a 10 milliliter rollerball bottle with coconut oil, and I apply it frequently throughout the day. So here are some of the information about Serenity, the ingredients, and why it's so useful. If you're into this sort of sweeter, warmer um, smells, fragrances, this is a great one. It's not too spicy. It's not overpowering. It's not as bold as On Guard is. And it really does promote relaxation. So how do I use it? A great way to use it, you can put it in a roller ball, or you can just put some drops along with your carrier oil on your hand, and you can rub it into your feet. If you've ever heard of, Chinese medicine and pressure points. Our feet really are a great place to sort of suck in the benefits of these essential oils. And it's also great if you happen to not necessarily love the odor of some of them. Your feet are pretty far away from your nose, so that's really good too. I love adding it to my bath because there's something about that warm steam that just makes 2 to 3 drops go so far in the bathtub. You can also diffuse it, which is great if you're at work and you just need to create a serene spa-like environment temporarily. And the other great thing is I actually just purchased an aromatherapy necklace, which looks like a little locket and has kind of like a little felt pad in it. And you apply a drop to that felt pad and wear it around your neck, and you can smell it without having to apply the oil directly to your skin. So in case you do have a skin sensitivity, this is a great way to still get the benefits without actually having to wear the oil. Okay, another awesome and fantastic use of blends is what doTERRA has done with Deep Blue. I have arthritis and bursitis and a couple of other conditions due to an autoimmune issue, and I'm always achy. I'm 33 and achy, and this is fantastic. It takes what people would essentially do with Bengay in a much healthier, less synthetic, and more pleasant smelling combination. And because it's got that cooling sensation with the mint essential oils, it feels amazing. And again, doTERRA has recognized that it's this great product and has built some additional products from the essential oil blend, including some of my favorites, the Deep Blue Rub, which is like a lotion, and the Deep Blue roller, which is like an easy application. You can keep it in your purse, in your wallet, in your pocket, and anywhere you go, especially if you've sat too long or you've walked too much, if you have knee pains like I do, or if you get carpal tunnel. I find that I get stiff because of some of those issues. And when I put this on, it just sort of releases that tension in those joints. And it's also great if you're like a runner or you do a lot of exercising. This is great, especially like, after a bath, after you've put your Serenity in your bath, you can then come out of the bath and put on this Deep Blue Rub or the Soothing Blend and just relax. So here's some other things that it's good for. I already mentioned the arthritis. It's also really great for bruises. I bruise pretty easily, so when I add it to my bruises, it definitely relieves the tenderness for me. Okay, so that was a couple of my personal favorite oils and blends. And now I want to talk briefly about membership, why I'm doing this, why I'm sharing this with you. Because for me, I don't want to spend a lot of money and I want to get a lot of benefits. So becoming a member with doTERRA has saved me tons of money. I was purchasing doTERRA anyway, and I was purchasing it on Amazon where it was marked up and I was spending a lot of money on it. And then someone told me that I could join and become a wholesale member, getting the wholesale price instead of the retail price. So there are a couple different ways to do it. Obviously, all the way over on the right side is the retail. It's full price. There's no discounts. You're paying the most. You could then also opt to become a preferred member, where you pay a one-time enrollment fee of $25, and then you'll automatically get 20% off of retail, which is still really good, but there's an even better deal, and this is what I recommend and what I've done myself. I've become a wholesale member. So instead, you could either pay $35 or you could buy an enrollment kit. And there are tons of enrollment kits, and I'll talk about two of the most popular ones in a minute. And you can think of these enrollment kits as starter kits. So if you want to enjoy the benefits of essential oils and you're really sort of ready to up your wellness and lifestyle, an enrollment kit is something you would have spent money on anyway, but you're saving money not only because you're buying it in a prepackaged kit that's already discounted, but you also get all of these other perks. You get an additional 25% off of the retail. You also get discounted shipping. You can also earn points. And if you set up a monthly rewards program, you can also get a product of the month and other specials that come out that are only available to wholesale members. So just a little overview of how to enroll. $35 membership if you choose, or a kit, which I can show you two of the most popular ones, and it'll really get you started, and it'll also give you the option of earning points for future purchases, which is really cool too. Okay, so here are two of the most popular kits. This is the one that I actually started with. It's called the Home Essentials Kit, and the reason why I decided to go with it was because I wasn't necessarily sure what I was going to do with all of the oils and whether or not I had the time to do all the DIY stuff that I've started. What's great is it came with the petal diffuser, which is awesome because it's got these fantastic settings. I have a baby, so I like the fact that it comes with a built-in, almost like a built-in night light, which you can turn on or turn off. And it also has the option between a 2-hour setting and a 4-hour setting. So if you set it to 4 hours, you fill the water to its line, you put in your necessary drops, whatever combinations you'd like of the essential oil, and it will run for 4 hours. Or you could run it for 2 hours at a time, and you can also just turn it on or turn it off just by clicking the left-hand button. The right-hand button is for the light, so you can have the light on or the light off. It's really cute when you have the light on too because you can see the mist coming up out of it, and it looks like a little volcano. It's adorable. Anyway, another reason why I really liked this kit is because it had the 10 oils that I knew I wanted, and almost all of them in the large size. So it had my staples, right? My lavender, my lemon, and my peppermint, but it also had the tea tree oil, the fourth one listed there, Melaleuca. This is great because tea tree oil is used in a lot of products for your face, for your skin. It's also great for things like ear infections. It's got a lot of uses. And what I do with it is I actually add it with lavender and frankincense and a little bit of the carrier oil and apply it to my face when I have allergic reactions or spot treatments needed. Oregano, just like the oregano that we would find in pizza or pasta sauce, but it's so concentrated. You really only need a toothpick drop to season an entire pot of sauce, or if you're an Italian American, your gravy. But what else is great about oregano, which I learned because I'm breastfeeding and I couldn't use peppermint at the time was oregano is super strong and spicy, and you wouldn't want to apply it directly to your skin without lots of carrier oil. But because it's so strong, it has those properties that open up your sinuses. So I was struggling with a sinus infection, and I clearly needed something intense, and I boiled a pot of water, put a couple drops of oregano in, and used a towel to tent my head inside the pot and breathed in the steam. And after 3 breaths, my sinuses were clear. It's really strong, and it was a great alternate use rather than just what you would think, which would be to eat it or to get the fragrances from it. Digest Zen is another really great one. It sort of promotes your digestion. So if you happen to have issues with like gas or stomach pains, this is a really great one. And there are a lot of Digest Zen additional products as well. So this is a great way to sort of introduce you to what Digest Zen does. It's also got the On Guard, and it's got the frankincense. And you probably know frankincense from, again, Christmas time, frankincense and myrrh. But it's also great because it's another one of those you can use almost anywhere for anything oils. It's got so many beneficial properties. Deep Blue, we've already talked about, and Breathe. Breathe, again, it's another one of those, think about like a Vicks vapor rub, but without all the synthetic chemicals. What I like to do with Breathe is I will start my shower, and then I will drop 2 droplets in the back of the shower while the water is running, and then I will get in, and it permeates the entire shower, so almost like you're creating a steam shower with this great aroma to help, ease your congestion, clear up your sinuses, de-stress you because it's got those great distressing oil properties in them. Fantastic odor. Yes, that's a really good one. If you like peppermint and you like eucalyptus and you like the mints, you'll like Breathe. And then also, the other great thing about getting this kit is that the $35 enrollment fee is waived because you're purchasing the kit. Okay, another really great one for those of you who are really looking for the wellness and to use with your family, but you're, again, not really sure how to use it. The Family Physicians Kit is cheaper than the Home Essentials Kit, and it doesn't necessarily come with the diffuser, but what it does come with are 2 different beadlets, the peppermint beadlets, excuse me, and the On Guard beadlets, so that you can actually ingest them right away, which is pretty neat. And it still comes with the same oils, just a smaller bottle of the same oils. So that's a nice alternate variety. Okay, so there are a bunch of other kits, including the aromatherapy kit, which is also a fantastic kit. And let me just tell you for a minute about that one. It's full of blends, and it's a really great way to sort of focus on your emotional wellness. So just really quickly, it has Motivate, which, again, these are all named to sort of give you a clue as to how you would use them. Cheer, which is uplifting. Passion, which is inspiring. That one's got a little bit of a spice and a sass to it. Forgive, which is a renewing blend. Console, which is a comforting blend, and Peace, which is a reassuring blend. And what's great is that each of these blends sort of pull in different types of aromas: the citrus, the spices, the herbs and grasses, the trees, the florals, and the mints. And they promote feelings of encouragement, or they also guide you. For example, if you purchase the kit, it'll tell you if you are feeling gloomy or distressed, you might want to try Motivate or Cheer. If you're worried or fearful, florals are really good for that, so you might go with Console or perhaps even Peace. If you're angry, you might want to go with Herbs and the Grasses, which is more of the Forgive blend. And it also guides you through what can be used aromatically, topically, if it needs to be diluted or can be applied neatly, and even how to do it. It's got a couple a couple suggestions for how to use the kit. And there are so many other great products, but this is just a little taste. So if you have any questions, you can email me. But I really want to sort of send home that using doTERRA and their essential oils and their products made with essential oils are awesome because they're proven quality. They're giving you the best bang for your buck. They're all natural and promote a more natural, healthy lifestyle. And you can trust that using them is safe and beneficial to you. And there are so many different varieties that there's something for everybody. So if you'd like to learn more, or if you do want to actually get that wholesale member discount, you can do so by accessing mydoterra.com/Natalie O'Neill. And you can actually become a member. There's a tab right on that website that says join and save. And you're also welcome to contact me directly. So you can go ahead and reach me on Twitter, on Facebook, or on Gmail. And I will definitely respond. And if you have any questions in general, once you start using the products, again, I'm here to help you. I'm continually learning and growing as I continue to use the products. I have just gone ahead and I've purchased every single oil. So if you have a question about how specific oils smell or how they feel based on my skin, I can share some of that with you. I have 2 different diffusers and quite a few of the additional products, and I have started DIYing like crazy. So I have a lot of suggestions for, especially if you want to do some of the aromatherapy, how to put them into bath salts or making bath bombs and things like that. So again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. And thank you for taking the time to participate in this virtual course, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thanks very much.